Hi, this is Bob Surge with the Southport Historical Society. Today I want to share a clip from the armchair history tour that we did of the Fort Johnston Museum. Uh, this clip's about 3.5 minutes long, and it features Southport native Tommy Harrelson. Tommy's going to talk about the Fullwood Store exhibit. The Fullwood Store is one of the most popular exhibits in the museum. Tommy played the major role in providing the exhibit to the museum, and I'm sure you will find his recollection of how the exhibit came to be very interesting.
Mr. Willie's store sat on Howe Street, and you know where the Baptist building is, that fellowship building, would encompass that store plus some other little stores, including ours. What happened is it was there. There was several shops, small shops like his store, a barber shop, and something else, and then a hardware store on the corner, which my father bought. And then eventually, Mr. Willie Fullwood, we turned it into a grocery store eventually. And Mr. Willie was still in business even while we were in business. This store, as small as it was very much like a lot of other they were all over Southport at one point, in little neighborhood stores. That's what that was. They were tiny little stores. And Mr. Willie was one of these people, just an amazingly, today you would think he was a modern man because he provided such great customer service. He would actually go to people's houses. I don't think he had a phone in there. If he did, I don't know it. He would take his little car, a little two-seated car, drive to people's houses, write down their orders, come back to his store, and fill it as best he could, and then he'd come to our store sometimes and fill it from our product, our stock too. Drive it to their homes and charge it, and then go and collect at a certain time of the month, probably the first of the month. But that was his way he did business. He was a wonderful, wonderful old man. He's just as nice as he could be. He was in business for a long time and very well respected, very well loved. When we decided to expand, we took down the buildings, and that was to me, an iconic looking building that we asked Mr. David Watson, who had the house across the street, which is long gone, where the bank was, the car insurance company is now. He had a little garage over there. We just kicked this front off and walked it across the street, laid it flat in his garage on I guess, some sort of racks. And then when we were ready for it, we used that as the front to a wine shop within our store. So for many years, it sat inside the building. And so whenever it was decided to sell that building, I had it taken out, and then eventually gave it to the Southport Historical Society for use in the museum. And I'm so glad that Joni Shinsky took it upon herself to fix it up, and when Cindy and Joni were involved, they made it such a nice exhibit. So I'm very glad that it's been preserved, and I think his family is glad to see it, and it's a dear thing to me.